My name is Abdullah, and this is a Java project where which calculates and sorts the website based on the popularity and prints the data. So it lets the user visit any of the 20 random websites, and then at the end of a 5-day period, it displays the names of the top 3 websites based on the number of visits. So this is the entire project. I have these are the files that I created. I have a driver class, I have a JSON class, and I have a class that has setters and getters. So I'm gonna first begin with the setter. I'm gonna start with the class that has setters and getters. So this is the class. Here you can see the name, the data types, variables, and how they're declared. And there's a default constructor. Then there's parameterized constructor, and then these are the variables that are instantiated. These are the methods. So this one's about this one returns a URL name. This one basically passes that URL as an argument. This one returns a website's name. This one passes a string as an argument. This one returns the current visit of the day. This one passes an integer current day visit as an argument. This one returns the total number of the visits. This one passes an integer value for the total number of visits. So this is my class with the setters and getter, and this is my JSON class. It has 20. It has 20 random websites. All of them have their URL, their names, their visit, the total visits, and it starts from line 1 all the way to line 121. And then this is my main class or driver class. So these are the import statements to basically find out the definition of the class, and then these are the references that I used to do the project. I really appreciate these links that helped me. And so yeah, I first began by creating an array of objects. Then I created a scanner class to input out the inputs. Then I initialized input with -1 to not have a null entry. Then I created a while loop to have the program run as long as the inputted value is correct or true. And these are the print statements, basically asking the user to select option 1 to manually enter website's name, or select option 2 to read from a JSON file. So it's all their choice, and then it will ask what their final decision is going to be. And then after that, this is a try. This is a try and catch exception, where entering a double value can result in an error with the message saying that the inputted value is an integer, and it could lead to infinite loop, which we do not want because it keeps on running and does not stop. And then if the entered value is correct, it continues the process. And then this is an if condition to check the user input values between 1 and 3. And this is for this condition is for the JSON file websites only. If someone wants to enter number 2, they will only see a JSON file. They will not be prompted to enter a website's name of their choice and stuff. And this is the for loop. I set the integer to 5 because this is a 5-day loop. Yeah, it works on a 5-day loop, and it displays the names of the top 3 websites. And then these are the methods. This one visits any of the 20 random websites. This one displays the top popular websites each day from the JSON file. This stuff is for the JSON file. And then over here, the names of the top 3 popular websites are displayed from JSON file from the 5-day loop. And then if the user decides to enter a website's name manually, it will be the same process. It will go on a 5-day period asking user to enter 20 random websites because it's required. And then it displays the top popular website each day from the manual entry. And here is where the top 3 websites of the 5-day loop are displayed. Now, this is the method for the top websites that are entered manually. So there's a while loop, and there's an integer input, which is a reference to the scanner class object to enter an integer. Yeah, so if the user wants to continue adding another website manually, they have to press option 1. Otherwise, they would have to press option 2 to exit the project. Then there's a try and catch statement. This one basically prompts the user to decide the final choice just to make sure what they actually want to do. And then the process continues if the valid value is entered. And then this one ends the program if the inputted value is 2. Whatever is when the program ends, it displays the summary of the entries that have been put so far. And here you can see what the user is required to enter: the URL name, the name, the current day visit, and total visits. And then there's a website's instance that includes the attributes to its parameterized constructor. This is for the JSON file. This one reads the JSON file, then it retrieves the project source directory. Then there's a try catch exception. Actually, that reads the JSON file. That reads the JSON file named as websites.json, which is right here. And then it parses the websites at JSON array. Then the iterator is created, and also the objects. And then there's a while loop that retrieves the website object, and then this one retrieves the properties, and then this over here handles exceptions and errors. This one over here visits any of the 20 random manually enter websites. And this is the working. Okay, I'm not gonna explain too much because I am taking a lot of time. So this is what it does. You can see over here how it's operating. And then over here there's a popular method that displays a popular website from the JSON file. This is the iteration. This is where the information displayed. Now this is to display the three popular websites of the 5-day loop from JSON file, and the upper bound is subtract from 17 to only display the top 3 websites out of 20 websites. This is the working. This is to display the entire popular website per day from the manual entries. This is where the sorting happens. There's an array where values are stored, and then they are iterated, and then it iterates of the length of the array, the number of visits per day to output the popular websites. This displays the top three popular websites of the 5 loop from the manual entries. And this is the same work that I did for this class. I'm not gonna explain it. And then we have a comparator class to rank websites based on their current day visits in a descending order. And there's another one that ranks websites based on the total visits in a descending order as well. And this is the end of the 282 line coding project. So I'm gonna run this code quickly. The first thing that I'm gonna do, and which is definitely easy and not time consuming, is click option 2 first, because it's gonna directly read the names of the website from the JSON file and will display the names of the top 3 websites. So let me just click number 2 real quick. And here you can see these are the websites. These are the 20 websites, and then each day over here are the current over here are the rankings, I believe. Day 1, day 2, day 3. Let me pull this up a little bit. Day 3, day 4, day 5. And then it shows the overall visits of the top 3 websites. So in this case, study.com got 29 visits, zoo.com got 25 visits, oracle.com got 24 visits from the 5-day loop. So let me rerun this again, and this time I am going to put a double value just to see if I can see this exception statement. So let's see. Let's put 0.5 as an example. So this is right. This is not an integer. So it will ask the user to try again to try again, because it will lead to an infinite loop, so which we don't want probably. Anyway, I'm gonna click on option 1 because I want to add a website name. I'm not gonna add like the names of the 10 websites because it's gonna take too long. I'm just gonna like put 3 websites in my code just for the time. So let's put 1 here. Put a.com. Put a as the name. Current day visit. Let me start with 1. Let me put 2 here. Then I'm gonna put click on number 1 because I want to add another choice, another website. I mean, this time it'll be b.com. It will be b as its name. And the current day visit will be 2, and total visits will be 3. I'm gonna click 1 again. I'm gonna put c.com. Put c as its name. Put 3 here. Put 4 as total number of visits, and then I'm gonna exit with option 2 to see the rankings. So this is the iteration for day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5. And in this case, the top 3 websites are in the following. A.com got 18 visits. B.com got A visits, and C.com also got A visits. Alright, that's interesting. Actually, let me put like more than 3 websites because I think this does not clearly show the actual ranking. I think entering 5 will tell us the actual 3 websites. So let's just redo it. I'm gonna click option 1 again, put A.com, put A again, put 1, put 2 here, put 1 here, put B.com, B here, 2, 3, 1, C.com, C. This time it will be 3, this will be 4. We'll put 1 again, put D.com, put D. This time it will be 4, 5 as total number of visits. Put 1 again one more time. And E.com, E. Current day visits will be 5, 6. So this should display only the names of the top 3 websites. And now I'm gonna click on 2 to exit the program. Okay, so here's the iteration for all 5 days, and based on the popularity, E.com got the highest number of visits, so that is the top 1 website. D.com got 14 visits, and it got 2nd position. B.com got 10 visits, so it got 3rd position. So this is, I believe, correct. It did not display all 5 websites. It only displayed 3 websites. So I believe that program is working correctly. And this concludes the video. Thank you.